You know him from everywhere on crypto Twitter. You know him from doing stunts that get onto NBC. I think you know him from the Marshmallow lawsuit potentially as well, Jakey. I don't know if that's still going on. Please drop a little JJ in the chat for SolJakey.
Thank you guys for having me. I love that intro.
Do you mind giving people a little taste of the Jakey life story here?
I've been creating content on the internet for over a decade now. It all kind of like started with skateboarding, and the skateboarding community and culture is like heavily intertwined with Jackass. I remember filming like my first like dude at home movie. It was called GTF2 the movie, where it was like 20% skateboarding and the other 80% was like us just doing crazy shit all of my senior year. And we did like a little premiere of that at like our graduation party, and everybody loved it. And I think that was kind of the moment where I was like, all right, I'm not gonna go to college, which was a tough conversation to have with my parents, but I told them I'm not gonna go to college. I'm gonna do whatever this is. I don't really know what this is, but I'm gonna do this because I think it's gonna work. And I've been doing that for 6-7 years. And then I found my way into NFTs through a few podcasts that I was watching back in 2021. It introduced me to Solana, and I quickly kind of realized that inevitably this industry, this crypto sphere, will have an entertainment aspect to it. It will have personality and relatability. And I think we were a little early to that, but yeah, just been hustling here ever since and doing what I can and bringing kind of my energy from Web 2 into Web 3. And it's been a lot of fun, but that's a very brief kind of summary how I ended up here. And yeah.
What is your mindset on the whole meme culture thing, and what is your view on like the slap coins? How do we really embrace this new fun meta?
I think with the meme coins, especially like, I don't know, the celebrity coin is like a whole different side to like the ball game. It's like a gray area, right? I think like I look at it like this. My videographer, his name's Colton. I've been trying to get him into Web3 and NFTs and understanding all this like crypto stuff for well over a year. And I think the first time I seen him really be intrigued, dial in and doing his own thing within Web3 and crypto was when I showed him BonkBot, because it was so easy to understand. It was like, okay, is the meme comedic? Is there a community? Is there like culture? Like, is this a meme from like 10 years ago that has like this like little culture community behind it in Web2? And it was just easy for him to understand and kind of jump into the casino and have fun with it, right? And BonkBot makes it super simple to trade meme coins. So I think when it comes to meme coins, it is a weird area because you see the ethical practices and then you see the non-ethical practices towards it. And I think finding that middle ground is the best place to be. And then you talk about like celebrity coins. Of course, for someone like me, who I consider myself a professional attention seeker. When you think of clout chaser, you probably think of me in some regard, right? Or at least I fit that by definition. So when it comes to the celebrities, I see it as opportunity to be in front of a larger audience than just this crypto space. And I think that's how I viewed it from the very beginning. I think my views on the celebrity coins has changed a little bit because it's definitely progressed and we've seen it become toxic in a way, you know, and you kind of see these celebrities mixed with the wrong crowd sometimes. And so I don't want to give a formal opinion on it, but I think regardless, for a content creator like me, the attention is not also bad as long as I'm doing it in good practice. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of my take on both sides. That's how I feel about it right now.
Jakey, what can the folks in the Jupiter community expect from you now that you are kind of a Jupiter creator? What do you got cooking, my friend?
When you think of Solana, you think of this ecosystem, there are certain companies that come to mind right off the bat, or certain entities, whatever you want to name it. And Jupiter is at the top of that list, right? And so I think it just makes sense for us. And I think in terms of like content, yeah, I want to bring that edgy side within reason. I want to bring that personality and I want to have fun. I think fun is the game. That's the most attractive thing to new people coming into the space. So I think it's no different with Jupiter. I think, you know, even Cash, you have seen it. Meow, I don't know if you have seen it yet. I think we're going to release it next week. I hope I can say it. But we did film our first piece of content, which I truly love. I think it's more on like the cool concept side rather than the edgy, like comedic side, but doing stuff like that and having fun with it and continuing to shape this commercial side as along with like the edgy, like fun side and mixing those with Jupiter and keeping it informative too. There's a lot of new people coming into space. And so hopefully I can put it in a relatable, in a digestible way, why you should know about Jupiter and understand how to use it.
Thank you very much, Jakey. We'll catch you soon, brother.